Hey everybody, happy Friday. It's Erika, and I'm here for today's video, which is something that I get asked about all the time, something that I hear all the time, and something that I actually am very passionate about teaching. And this is one of the health myths that I see people, or not health myths, but something that I think people, it's more like common belief, and I'm here to share why it is not accurate. Now, many of you, and some of you may feel this way, that you hear people taking vitamins and supplements and things like that. And for me, a lot of times I will hear, oh, I don't need to take those, I eat really healthily. So there's a few things that I wanted to share about that, because as much as we would love that to be true, because heck, supplements and vitamins didn't exist a whole 100 years ago. So why would we need them now? But there's many reasons why that's actually true. So first of all, there's a few factors that impact this. Number one is our soil content is dramatically declined when it comes to the minerals and the nutrients that are in our soil. So food that grew 50 years ago actually contains less nutrients in it than it did 50 years ago. 50 years ago contained more nutrients than today's grown foods, and that's for a variety of reasons. So our food doesn't contain as many nutrients in that as it did before, because our soils are depleted the way we've farmed and all that stuff. So that has an impact. So yes, our grandparents may have been able to eat that way and not take vitamins. But then again, their food was also a little bit more nutritious. The second piece of that is there's a huge difference in nutrient content between organic foods and conventional foods. Yes, most people know that conventional foods conventional foods do have pesticides and things like that, but what they often don't know is they don't realize that nutritionally they're actually so much more depleted than organically grown foods. And I'm going to actually post something down below here, a photo that's actually just a nice chart that you can read, that is from research that was done at Rutgers University that shows the difference in nutrient content of very specific minerals with conventionally grown versus organic. For example, spinach. What's the main reason people eat spinach? Well, it's because of its high iron content. So let's talk about spinach, for example. The amount of iron in organic spinach, and this is in millet equivalents, so that's just a measurement that they're using to standardize this chart, 1,584 millet equivalents of iron in organically grown spinach. Now, conventionally grown spinach, 19. So guys, that's a difference of 1,584 versus 19 for the whole reason that you eat spinach. Why would you even eat spinach that's non-organic? Because you're not getting any of the stuff that's nutritional. Let's talk about tomatoes. Same thing. The iron content of tomatoes, 1,938 versus conventionally grown tomatoes have 1. So again, I'm going to post this chart down below or on my feed somewhere so that you guys can refer to it, so I don't have to go into all that detail here. But my point is that there's a huge difference when it comes to organic versus conventional foods. Now, I actually wrote an article, I think it was probably 5 years ago at this point, where I talk about organic being a bargain. Because why are you buying food? You're buying it for the nutrients. So you're not buying a head of broccoli just to get a head of broccoli. You're wanting all the nutrients in there. So if you actually divide up the additional cost of organic food, it's actually cheaper to buy organic because of the quantity of nutrients you are getting. So that's actually on my website as well, an article I wrote where I explain that. So that's one piece of it is it would be great to think that we could get all of our nutrients from foods. But even if we're eating organically, and I know me and my family, that's pretty much all that we eat, except when we go out, because it's really hard to find organic food when you go out. But I don't go out for dinner that very often. So let's talk about the other side of this, because, oh my gosh, it's so funny. I'm on text threads, and they're just blowing up my phone right now on something completely irrelevant, and it keeps coming down on my screen, so I apologize. And hey, it's good to see you guys. If you're liking this information, by the way, I keep forgetting to say this on my lives. Give it a heart, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to share it. I'm glad to have you here, Darren and Libby and Lindsay. So in any case, so let's talk about the organic thing. Even if we're eating just organic foods, it's still not enough. And there's two reasons for that. First, it's not enough because our bodies are overloaded with toxins. We are living in a world where we're bombarded with air pollution, chemicals in our environment, cleaning supplies, air fresheners. So many things are hitting us that are toxic load to our bodies, and our bodies can't keep up. So back 100 years ago when people were eating their foods, they weren't also getting hit with so many toxins, and also electromagnetic radiation. That's a whole other conversation, but that also impacts our body's immune systems, our body's energy systems. So it's really important that we get more and more things to defend ourselves. Our bodies are amazing. So that's one aspect of it, is that we have a lot more toxic load than we did generations ago. So it's even more important that we give our bodies the nutrients it needs. And lastly, the second reason that organic is not necessarily even enough is because if we've ever been on medication, if we're under stress, as we get older, our digestion tends to get compromised. Certain medications will just destroy your digestive tract. So even if you're eating some of the best foods, you may not be absorbing those foods because you've got a compromised digestive tract. You could have inflammation, you could have built up toxins. So medications can impact that. Stress can impact your body's ability to absorb. So it is really important that we understand that piece of it. So there's a combination way to get the nutrients into your body. So I do obviously believe in supplements and supplementation. There are great ones out there and there are really bad ones out there, and that's going to be a topic for another day. But it is important to make sure that we get our nutrients. A really good way that I love to get nutrients into my body and is by juicing. You can juice with a lot of vegetables in the morning, and that liquid concentrated nutrition is a fabulous way to get solid nutrition into your body and into your bloodstream, even if you have compromised digestion. That's one of the great benefits of juicing, is you can get lots of nutrients into your body quickly that get absorbed. So over time, hopefully you can work on building back the digestive tract and the gut. There's things you can do to heal the gut. But in the meantime, that's a good way to get solid concentrated nutrients into your body. So let's see, what else? If you guys have any questions that are watching, please feel free to put them in the comments because I'm happy to answer them. So that's something that I wanted to share. I really do believe that we need to be supplementing our bodies. We really do. I saw a post yesterday by a woman who was screaming out loud, like, stop talking to me about vitamins. You can get everything from your food, which is what prompted me to do this video today. And I wish that was true. And hopefully as we continue to rebuild our soils and all that, and more organic food gets put out there, maybe we'll be better off then. And we got to get the chemicals out of our environments too. So anyway, that's it for now. Thank you guys for being here. And if you haven't gone to my website, I do have a free report that I have there. You can go to ericaelmuts.com, and I have a free report on there, which is the checklist for the 8 things you need to do to detoxify your home. So if you haven't done that, go grab it. It's free. And obviously you'll sign up for my mailing list at that point. Not that I'm doing a ton of emails right now anyway, but in any case, thanks guys for being here. And I look forward to next time. Talk to you soon. Bye, Darren. Thanks for your comments. Appreciate it. Hi, Leonora. Take care. Bye-bye.